Hi all, very good morning. So today we're going to learn about Tailwind. This is a scheduler that I use for both my Pinterest accounts. Sharing our experience and blogging made easier, where sharing our experiences is the more advanced one, and blogging made easier, I'm just starting out. So I'll show you how to get started with it, and I'm choosing to do it via blogging made easier because it's a new account and I'm not using it much, and I hope to use it more. The look and feel will be more like a new account. Okay, so we'll just get started with this. Today's tutorial is more about getting a hang of what Tailwind is and what the dashboard looks like. We would be having a series of tutorials talking about various aspects of it. For now, this is what you see on my screen is what Tailwind looks like when you log in. Okay, so this is on the left, various sections that you have. I have a plus account, which means I'm on a paid plan. Weekly summary will give you a summary of how you're doing, how many followers, pins, repins, and all of that. If you see, I've not been pinning much or I'm not getting much repins on this account. Tribes is, you grow faster together. You find relevant content and you amplify your reach through community. So people get together, you post your pins on the tribes and you pin your pins on the tribes and other people so that it gets visible to the tribe members. We will talk about it in greater details later. For now, just be aware that this section is where you have to go when you have to talk about when I'm talking about tribes. Okay, we'll talk about it later. Publisher is something that is going to be important to you in the beginning. So I'm going to expand and show you what it is. Publisher is where you'll be, you'll be creating new pins, or you say work in progress that isn't yet ready to be scheduled to be added to your queue of Pinterest pins. Schedule pins is once you're happy with your pin, you schedule it, and what happens is it automatically gets pinned on Pinterest on the time that you say that it should be pinned. Okay, Smart Loop is a great functionality. I'm using it for my sharing and experiences account. So what I do is it's basically you schedule and you keep it scheduled, overall. So for example, I see some pins which are doing really good, so I schedule it for over a year. Or if I see, there are some pins that do good on durations like Holi or Easter, so I just pin it once and then it keeps on going out automatically on its own. So this is another feature that we can use, and I think so we should use. I've taken their paid plans for SmartLoop for sharing our experiences account. Published pins is where you can see all the pins that you've published. Your schedule is where you see the time slots, where you want to send your content out onto Pinterest. Board list is another very good feature. So basically, what you could do is if you've got multiple boards, you can create your lists so that it is easier for you to schedule. Again, don't worry, all of these concepts may sound really new, but then for now, the key thing is you be aware that there is something called board list, there is something called schedule, there is something called schedule pins, and where you can find on your dashboard. Okay, so the intent of this tutorial is only that. You can also pin from Instagram. So this is a beta functionality that they have. Insights is more about your analytics, how it is going. So let me just do this. So you can have board insights, profile performance, pin inspector, website insights, top pins, and organic activity. Okay. So this section is very useful to know what's working for us, what's not working. So more to do with your Pinterest strategy. Okay. This is more about your Pinterest strategy. This is about the actions that we have to do. Publisher is like, how to add a pin, how to schedule it, the time slots, automated smart pinning, and your board lists. Okay. Now we've covered the portion on the left. Let's talk about portion on the right. Okay. So this is if I invite you, you get $15 and I get $15. Okay. So it's a good thing. I think so. If you're taking this course, I'll send you this link or I'll put it at the bottom of the video. Please use it. It's beneficial for both of us. This is where you'll be getting notifications and add new account, add a collaborator. You can do that. This is a good section, where you have a lot of guides, and this is where your profile is, your account setting is. change plan, billing, and statements. Tailwind has also come up with an app now. So you could use that. You can sync your Google Analytics, right? And of course, this is a logging app. So, your profile, if you want to see, let's just go inside and see some of the things, okay? Before we move on to the next video of how to use Tailwind to actually add a pin, right? So this is where everything is. In case I mean, I personally have not really, set it up now. The first thing that I would be doing is setting this particular portion of my Tailwind account, and you can link it to your Facebook pages. Okay, so this is where you do. I have multiple pages. Okay, so I'll be linking to all of this. I'll be linking to my blogging tips and services. I'll be integrating Google Analytics, and you could. Okay, so mainly all this that I have to talk about. And next one, we'll talk about more about publishing and all, right? So thank you so much for watching, and we will talk about individual actions that you need to take in the next video. Because right now, this was more on what your Tailwind dashboard looks like, what it means for you, and just getting familiarized with it. So I'll talk to you again soon. Bye and take care. And in case if you have any questions, please do ask in comments as usual. I would love to hear from you. Thank you.